Hey Leo, let me ask you something. Imagine you walk into a bank in the US. You need to open an account and transfer some money. What do you say to the teller?
I want to open a bank account and I want to transfer money.
Exactly. And that is exactly the mistake 90% of learners make. That phrase, I want to, it's not technically wrong, but it sounds very direct, almost like you're giving orders. Native speakers almost never start a bank conversation with I want to.
Wait, really? But that's what I learned in school. My textbook had a whole unit called At the Bank. It literally said, I want to open an account.
I believe you. And I'm going to show you today why textbooks sometimes teach English that sounds unnatural. So here's the good news. By the end of this episode, you'll know exactly 3 phrases that will make you sound completely natural at any bank. No memorizing long scripts, just real sentences you can use today.
Okay, I'm ready. Hit me.
All right. So, opening an account, instead of I want to open an account, what do you think a native speaker would say?
Can I open an account?
Getting warmer. But think about politeness. In American service settings, we soften everything. The magic phrase is, I'd like to.
I'd like to.
Say it with me. I'd like to open a checking account.
I'd like to open a checking account.
Perfect. Now let's break that down. I'd like to is a contraction of I would like to. It's polite, it's friendly, and it's exactly what Americans say in restaurants, stores, and yes, banks. Now, Leo, checking account. Do you know what that is?
Isn't it just a normal account?
That's a great question. In many countries, you have one bank account for everything. In the US, we usually have 2 types, a checking account and a savings account. A checking account is for daily spending, paying bills, buying groceries, writing checks. A savings account is for, well, saving money. You earn a little interest, but you can't easily spend from it.
Oh, so I should say I'd like to open a checking account if I want to use it every day?
Exactly. Or if you want both, you can say, I'd like to open a checking and a savings account, please.
Checking and savings. Got it.
Now let's move to the second situation, transferring money. This is where a lot of learners get stuck. They say, I want to transfer money to my friend.
That's what I would say.
And it's okay, but there's a more natural way. Americans usually say, I'd like to make a transfer, or more specifically, I need to transfer some funds to another account.
Funds, not money?
Good catch. Funds is just a more formal word for money. In a bank, funds sounds more professional, but don't worry, money works too. The key structure is, I need to transfer to.
Okay, example?
I need to transfer $500 to my savings account.
I need to transfer $500 to my savings account.
Beautiful. Now here's the third situation, and this one surprises most people, asking about fees, because banks love hidden fees.
Oh, I've been hit by those before.
Haven't we all? So the natural question is not how much fee, which is a common mistake. Instead, say, are there any fees for this?
Are there any fees for this?
Or more specifically, what are the fees for international transfers?
What are the fees for international transfers?
Perfect. Now here's the part I wish someone had told me sooner. In the US, you should always ask this one question before opening any account. Is there a minimum balance requirement?
Minimum balance requirement. What does that mean?
Some banks require you to keep a certain amount of money in your account at all times. If your balance drops below that, they charge you a fee. So always ask.
So I could say, is there a minimum balance requirement for this checking account?
Exactly. That sentence alone can save you $10 to $15 a month. Now let's bring all of this together. Leo, imagine you're at the bank. You walk up to the teller. What do you say?
Okay. Hi, I'd like to open a checking account, please.
Great start. The teller asks for your ID and some information. Then you need to transfer money.
I also need to transfer some funds to my savings account. Are there any fees for that?
Perfect. You just handled an entire bank interaction like a native speaker.
Wait, really? That felt easy.
That's because it is easy when you know the right phrases. Now, let me share a common mistake I hear from learners. Some Spanish speakers, for example, might say, I want that you open an account for me. That's direct translation from Quiero que me abras una cuenta. In English, we don't use I want that you, we use I'd like to or could you please.
Oh, I've heard Chinese learners say, I want open account. They drop to completely.
Yes, that's very common for Chinese and some other Asian language speakers. The structure I want verb needs to, I want to open an account, but even better swap I want for I'd like.
Okay, so rule number 1, I'd like to replaces I want to. Rule number 2, ask are there any fees. Rule number 3, ask about minimum balance.
You summarized that perfectly. Now I have a challenge for our listeners. I want you to pause this episode right now, or keep listening and do it in your head. Imagine you walk into a bank. You need to open a savings account and transfer $200 from your checking account, and you want to know if there's a monthly fee.
Okay, let me try the whole thing. Hi, I'd like to open a savings account, please, and I need to transfer $200 from my checking. What are the fees for this account? Is there a minimum balance requirement?
Flawless. Seriously, that was perfect.
It feels so much more natural than I want to open account.
Because it is. And the best part? You can use these same patterns everywhere. At a restaurant, I'd like to order the pasta, please. At a hotel, I'd like to check in. At a store, I'd like to return this item. Once you learn I'd like to, it opens so many doors.
So today's rule is swap I want for I'd like to, instantly more natural.
That's it. That's the whole episode in one sentence. Now, if you found this helpful, here's what I want you to do. Subscribe to Speak Like a Native. Hit that bell so you don't miss tomorrow's episode. We're doing At the Restaurant, and there is one phrase that will change everything.
I can't wait. See you next time.
See you, Leo. Keep practicing, everyone. Real English for real life.